Where are all my sci-fi lovers? Because if you are into sci-fi and dystopian novels, I have the book that is just for you. I had the privilege of listening to a review copy of Serena Strauss's DeInception, and it was in audio, and I think it was just amazing. The narrators, the world building, the characters was just epically amazing. So I'm going to tell you all about that while we make poor man's oysters. Now, before we get into that, let me say hello. My name is Liz. I'm an author, coach, foodie, and avid reader, and this is my show where I make food and tell you about the books that I'm loving. So let us get started. Recipe on TikTok, and I've been dying to make it, and I will tag the creator in the comments so you can make sure to show them some love and get the step-by-step of all the recipe, because I think I might veer off just a little bit.
Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pour out the oil from our oysters. And while you watch what I do with these, let me tell you about DeInception, which is book 2 of this trilogy. And it follows Ward and Leandria as they're trying to survive the fallout from their rebellion. Now, I did not read the first book, and I can tell you by chapter 3, I get a feel of the world and the characters and what's going on. There is some unique language to this world, and if you get lost on the author's website, you can have a glossary. There's also, if you're reading the physical book, it's at the back of the book. So don't worry, you're going to know exactly what's happening.
What's scary about this novel is it feels almost like we could end up there as a society, especially if we had a bit of a sci-fi spin to our world. The political powers want what's called re-inception to continue and to expand to folks that are disenfranchised, like prisoners. And this is basically like a mind control thing where they remove all the negative traits and keep only the good ones. And so it's about a lot of people in power wanting some control and this lack of autonomy. Now, let me shout out my favorite character, Andromeda. Now, I'm not all the way sure about this character. She's a little good, a little bit bad, definitely giving me Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy vibes. Hopping back to the recipe for a moment, the creator used a garlic hot sauce, and I didn't have that on hand, so I just used what I had. But I think it definitely would have added to that extra garlic, and I'm a garlic girl, so the more garlic, the more better. As I was listening to Serena's novel, it really made me think about world building. And I had this thought of what if I thought about world building like I'm building a character? So I don't know about any other writers or readers out there, but sometimes world building can feel intimidating. You're creating new languages, political systems, and ways of life. And that's so many things to consider. But if you think about it like a character, right? What is the personality? What are the attributes? At least for me, it made it more feasible. It made it more like, oh, like this is doable. Because really your world is adding a personality and a flavor that, your character's living in. And that goes for whether it's a romance or historical, not just fantasy or sci-fi, but what is this world you're building and what are the rules of this world? And thinking about that really draws your readers in and makes, your story believable. Oh my God, y'all, get into that. That just looks like it's going to be epically yummy. Look how yummy. Let's see if we can get both of them out without burning ourselves. Oh, success, success. Wow. So I'm going to try this one first without like a cracker, just straight up. Let's see how that is. Ooh, it's steaming. I feel like I'm going to like burn my mouth, but I'm going for it. All right, so let's see. Like it smells so like garlicky and like yummy and like, ooh, let's try it. Mmm. Oh my gosh, that lemon and that garlic. I was not a believer in canned oysters, but I might have to make this a regular thing. They're not like super chewy, they're like really tender. Let's try one with like the garlic Ritz cracker. Okay, so now we have like this. Oh, you see that? Oh my God. All right, let's go for it. That double garlic of the cracker and the oyster, yes. 10 out of 10, just like this book. I would do this recipe. Really simple, really easy, very resourceful, much like the characters that you will find in this book, because they definitely have to use all the tools in their tool belt. Oh, this is so good. So listen, definitely pick this up. You can make it while you're reading a couple chapters. I will also link Serena's book, which please check it out, especially the audio, because the narrators just really killed it. And I hope you enjoy. Happy snacking and